Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always.
Today we're looking at something called chain of thought prompting.
Yeah,
It sounds kind of technical.
it is a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's really fascinating once you start digging into it,
absolutely.
especially if you've been following like the whole LLM evolution,
For sure.
Getting these LLMs to actually reason properly has always been kind of a challenge.
Yeah, it's like they can write poems and translate languages,
Right.
but when it comes to like solving problems, things that need logic,
Exactly.
it's not always been so easy.
Yeah, the traditional ways of prompting them were kind of hitting a wall.
Okay.
Like we were asking these really complex questions, but not really giving them the tools to like think things through.
Right. So that's where this chain of thought prompting comes in.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Okay.
It's kind of like imagine you're teaching someone to solve a puzzle
Okay.
instead of just showing them the finished picture. You guide them through the steps, right?
Yeah.
Chain of thought prompting does the same thing for LLMs.
Okay.
It prompts them to kind of think step by step, almost like writing out their thought process.
So we get to see, okay, that makes more sense.
Exactly.
So it's not just like, here's the answer. It's
Right.
like, here's how I got to the answer.
Right. And that's what makes it so interesting.
For sure.
It's not just about getting the right answer. It's about understanding how they actually got there.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. So tell me, how does chain of thought prompting actually work?
So there are two main ways to do it. Few shot and zero shot chain of thought prompting.
Okay, those sound familiar, but remind me what the difference is.
Yeah, so with few shot chain of thought prompting, you're basically giving the LLM a few examples of problems with their step-by-step solutions.
Okay.
It's like you're showing them a model to follow, like giving them some training wheels to get started.
Okay, so it's kind of learning by example.
Exactly, yeah.
And then what about zero shot?
Zero shot's kind of wild.
Yeah, that one always kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, because you're not giving any specific examples at all.
Really?
Yeah, instead you just use a special cue phrase,
Oh.
like let's think step by step, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it basically nudges the LLM to think more deliberately, to break down the problem on its own.
Wow, so just adding that little phrase actually gets it to start reasoning.
Yeah.
Step by step.
It's pretty amazing.
That is pretty wild.
And the remarkable thing is both methods, both few shot and zero shot, have shown these massive improvements in how well LLMs can actually perform on all sorts of tasks.
Okay, I'm dying to see some examples now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
You mentioned some earlier, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we jump into those?
Yeah, let's do it. So let's start with that math problem, the one with the farmer and his apples.
Okay, yeah, the one you mentioned before.
Right. So the question is, a farmer has 15 apples and he gives away 7. How many apples are left?
Pretty simple, right?
For us, yeah, definitely that.
Yeah, but how would an LLM, how would it solve that using chain of thought prompting?
Well, so instead of just spitting out the answer,
Right.
it would walk us through how it got there.
Okay.
It might say something like, first we start with 15 apples. Then the farmer gives away 7, so we subtract 7 from 15. 15 minus 7 equals 8. So the farmer has 8 apples left.
Wow. Okay, so it's really like showing its work.
Exactly.
I could see how that'd be so useful, especially for stuff like healthcare or finance.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where you really need to know not just what the answer is, but
Right.
like why.
Exactly. You need that transparency for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one of the big benefits of chain of thought prompting.
Okay.
It makes those decisions transparent, builds trust.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's look at another example,
Right.
one that uses a bit more common sense.
All right.
What if the question is, a person is holding an umbrella and it starts to rain? What is likely to happen?
Okay, that's a good one.
A little more nuanced, right?
A little trickier.
So let's see how the LLM would break it down.
Okay.
With chain of thought prompting, it might say. If someone has an umbrella, it means they're probably ready for rain. And when it starts raining, they'll likely open the umbrella so they don't get wet. So they'll stay dry.
Wow, that's really cool. It's like it's actually thinking like a person would.
Right. It's mimicking human reasoning.
Yeah, and it's not even a super complex situation. It's just using common sense.
Exactly. But that's what's so impressive.
Yeah.
These are just simple examples, of course.
Right.
But imagine what happens when you apply this to something much more complicated, like, I don't know, scientific research or legal stuff.
Yeah, the possibilities are kind of endless.
Exactly. Now, remember how we talked about multimodal LLMs earlier?
Yeah, the ones that can deal with more than just text, right?
Right, like
Yes.
images and sound, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You asked how chain of thought prompting works with those, and it's a great question.
Yeah, I'm still a little fuzzy on that.
It's still a pretty new area, to be honest. but it has huge potential.
I bet. So how would you use CoT with, say, an image?
Okay, imagine you show a multimodal LLM a picture of a busy street,
Yep.
lots of cars, people walking around,
Okay, I'm picturing it.
and you ask, is it safe for that person in the red shirt to cross the street right now?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right. Now, without chain of thought, the LLM might just say yes or no.
Yeah, just a simple answer.
But with CoT, it would have to explain itself.
Okay, I see where you're going with
It could
this.
say something like, let's think step by step.
Mm-hmm.
First, there's a person in a red shirt waiting to cross.
Mm.
Second, cars are coming from both ways. Third, the traffic light is red for the pedestrian. So it's not safe to cross right now.
Wow, so even with just a picture, it's forced to really think it through.
Exactly, and that makes the decision so much clearer, right?
Yeah, totally.
This is really just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to explore with chain of thought prompting.
Yeah, it feels like we're just getting started.
We are. And it's not just about problem solving either.
Oh.
Chain of thought prompting could totally change how we learn, how we do research, even how we, I don't know, express our creativity.
Whoa. Okay, now that's really interesting.
Right. It's not just about making LLMs smarter.
It's about making them, I guess, more human.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
easier for us to understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, it feels like we've only just scratched the surface here.
I know, right? And that kind of makes me think.
Oh, what's that?
So we've seen all this cool stuff chain of thought prompting can do, right?
Yeah. Oh.
What other applications can you imagine? Like where else could this step-by-step thinking be really useful?
That's a good question. I mean, we talked about healthcare, finance, all that scientific research.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe education?
Oh,
Like imagine AI tutors that can, instead of just giving kids the answer,
right.
actually walk them through the whole thought process, help them understand,
Yeah.
to solve something.
Personalized learning could be like so much more effective with that kind of help, right?
Exactly. And it doesn't even have to be just problem solving.
Right, right.
What about something creative,
Oh, interesting.
like writing or, I don't know, design?
Yeah, yeah.
An AI that uses chain of thought prompting could help you break down a big task, like writing a whole novel
Oh, wow.
or designing a website into smaller steps.
Like an AI brainstorming partner
Exactly.
that can help you organize your ideas.
And it's not just about coming up with the ideas.
Right.
It's about understanding like the why behind them, how they all fit together.
Exactly. That's what makes this so powerful.
Yeah.
It's not just about making AI smarter. It's about making it more, well, human.
More like us.
Yeah. More transparent, easier to work with.
This has been a really fascinating deep dive.
I agree.
It feels like we've gone beyond just learning about a new technology.
For sure.
It's like we've gotten a glimpse of, I don't know, the future of AI.
Yeah. A future where AI isn't just about doing things faster. It's about helping us understand things better. Exactly. And helping us be more creative.
And the best part is, this is really just the beginning.
Beginning. Who knows what amazing things we'll discover with this as it keeps evolving.
I can't wait to see what happens next. So to our listener, what about you? What possibilities did this spark for you? Where do you see chain of thought prompting making a difference in your world? Let us know, and until next time, keep exploring, keep asking those tough questions, and keep diving deep.